George Bridge is making headlines again, and this time it's for his return to Super Rugby Pacific with the Western Force. After 3 years playing in France with Montpellier, where he showcased his skills in the top 14, Bridge is back on familiar turf, set to hit the ground running ahead of the 2026 season. Fans will remember him as a key player during his time with the Crusaders, where he helped secure 4 Super Rugby titles and demonstrated his knack for finding the try line, scoring 12 tries in just 19 test matches with the All Blacks. Isn't it exciting to see a player of Bridges' caliber back in the mix? His versatility as a winger and fullback, along with his impressive kicking ability, will surely bolster the Western Forces squad. Coach Simon Cron has praised Bridges' professionalism and rugby knowledge, and it seems like he's found the perfect fit in Perth. With Bridges' experience at the highest levels of rugby, his presence could be a game-changer for the Force as they aim for success in Super Rugby. What do you think, All Blacks fans? Are we excited to see George Bridge back in action? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Go All Blacks! On the other hand, the situation surrounding Springbok's props Thomas du Toit and Wilco Liu is heating up as their contracts are set to expire at the end of the 2025-26 season. Du Toit is drawing interest from clubs like the Sharks, while Liu is being eyed by the Stormers. With the Springboks facing uncertainties regarding their tight head options, particularly with Franz Malherbe's injury woes, the return of Liu could be a significant boost for the Stormers. It's fascinating to see how these moves could impact the competition in Super Rugby. Do you think the Western Force made the right choice in bringing Bridge back? Or should they have gone after one of these Springbok props? Share your opinions below, and let's keep the conversation going. Which city are you rooting for the All Blacks from? And what are your thoughts on their chances moving forward? Como Bido? Scott Robertson, the head coach of the All Blacks, has come out in support of Corinne Tomoefalo, the new wing for the Chiefs, who has expressed his desire to play for New Zealand when eligible. Tomoefalo recently signed a 2-year contract with the Chiefs, committing to the team until 2026. This 22-year-old talent has already made 5 test appearances for Tonga and played at the 2023 Rugby World Cup, showcasing his skills on a global stage. Having made a significant impact at Moana Pacifica with 21 appearances and 12 tries, he clearly has a knack for scoring. What's particularly interesting about Tomoefalo is his ambition to don the black jersey. As per World Rugby regulations, he will need to refrain from playing Test rugby for any other nation for a 3-year period to qualify for the All Blacks. He is on track to be eligible by October next year, as his last game for Tonga was against Romania during the World Cup's pool stage. Fans, what do you think about Tomoefalo's determination? Go All Blacks in the comments. Robertson's remarks on Tomoefalo's aspirations were encouraging. He mentioned, anyone that's eligible is in the picture, emphasizing that the door is open for players who want to represent New Zealand. This is a promising sign for All Blacks fans, as it shows the coaching staff's commitment to bringing in talent that is eager to contribute to the team's legacy. Tomoefalo will need to keep performing at a high level with the Chiefs to make his mark in the All Black setup. Tomoefalo himself has expressed excitement about joining the Chiefs, stating that he values the opportunity to grow and develop within a team that aligns with his beliefs. Incoming Chiefs head coach Jono Gibbies has also highlighted Tomoefalo's potential, noting that they are eager to see him thrive in their environment. It's great to see the Chiefs recognizing and nurturing talent that could one day represent the All Blacks. As fans, we should keep a close eye on Tomoefalo's progress. His combination of pace and footwork could add a dynamic edge to the All Blacks if he continues to develop his game. How excited are you about the prospect of seeing him in black? What do you think he fits into the future of the All Blacks? Let's hear your thoughts. Comment below with your city and your opinion about the potential of Corinne Tomoefalo and the All Blacks. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on our beloved team. The All Blacks are facing a bit of a scramble as they head into the Rugby Championship with injuries hitting the scrum half position hard. With 2 key players sidelined, including first-choice Cam Roigard, there's a lot of speculation about how head coach Scott Robertson will approach the upcoming matches against Argentina. It's a tough spot for any team, but it also opens up discussions about potential strategies and player options. All Blacks legend Jeff Wilson has thrown in an interesting idea. What if Damian McKenzie, primarily a fly half, steps in as a backup scrum half? It's unconventional, but Wilson believes that McKenzie has the skills, fitness, and understanding of the game to pull it off if needed. Given that the All Blacks are traveling for just 2 test matches, this could be a viable option. What do you think? Could McKenzie adapt to the scrum half role effectively, or should they stick to a more traditional lineup? With Cortez Radama likely to start against Los Pumas, along with Finley Christie and Kyle Preston brought in as injury cover, the team is in a bit of a reshuffle. Radama is a promising talent, and this could be a great opportunity for him to shine. But let's not forget, the pressure is on for all these players to prove themselves ahead of a massive clash against the Springboks at Eden Park. However, Wilson raised a valid point about the readiness of players returning from injury, like Wallace Satiti, Tamati Williams, and Peter Lakai. If they don't get enough game time against Argentina, how match fit will they be for a high-stakes game against South Africa? This could be a real concern for the All Blacks as they strive for excellence. As fans, we know that a strong squad depth is crucial, especially with the challenges of injuries. It's exciting to see new talents emerging, but we also want our seasoned players to be at their best when it counts. So what are your thoughts? Are you confident in the squad that's being assembled? Will McKenzie's potential scrum half role be a game changer or a risk too far? Go All Blacks! Comment below with your thoughts, and let us know which city you're cheering from and your take on the All Blacks' chances in the upcoming matches. Murray Mexted, the former All Blacks forward, shared some strong opinions about the recent British and Irish Lions tour in Australia. He thinks it's fortunate that the Lions faced the Wallabies instead of New Zealand or South Africa in 2025. The Lions managed to win the first 2 test matches, which led to a rather meaningless final game since they had already secured the series. But the Wallabies didn't roll over. They put forth an impressive performance in the last test, preventing the Lions from sweeping the series. Mexted expressed disappointment in the Lions' overall performance, suggesting they lack the caliber of players needed to compete at the highest level, specifically in a hypothetical World 15 lineup. He pointed out that while the Lions might seem like a solid team, they didn't show the depth of talent that one would expect from a top-tier international side. The inconsistency of the Wallabies has been a talking point for a while, and Mexted believes this series exposed their vulnerabilities, especially when compared to the likes of the All Blacks. This begs the question, what do you think, fans? Are the Lions really as good as they claim, or have they been coasting on reputation? Go All Blacks in the comments. Mexted's critique extended to the entire Australian setup, indicating that the Wallabies were not at their best at the start of the series. However, he acknowledged the significant improvement they showed in the final test match. He noted that tough competition is essential for growth in rugby and emphasized that the Wallabies stood up when it mattered. He didn't hold back in his assessment of the Lions, stating that had they toured New Zealand or South Africa, the results would have been drastically different. He suggested that they would have faced a much harsher reality, possibly losing all 3 matches. It's hard not to agree with Mexted. Our All Blacks have set a standard that any touring team must meet, and the Lions simply didn't rise to that occasion. Mexted's comments about the need for strong Australian rugby are also worth considering. A robust Wallabies team benefits the entire Southern Hemisphere and keeps the competition fierce. When the All Blacks face off against a strong Australian side, it's not just about rivalry. It's about elevating the game for everyone involved. So All Blacks fans, what do you think? Are you optimistic about the future of Australian rugby? Do you believe that a stronger Wallabies team will make the All Blacks even better? Drop your thoughts and the name of your city in the comments, and let's discuss.